Hey, this is Mr. Jarvis with homework help for November 30th. We have a test tomorrow, and we're looking at the second page. We did the second page, kind of went through it in class for the most part, and we're looking at which is it better buy 4 cans for $3, 8 cans for $6. I'm going to make a ratio table for this one, is how you guys usually do it. Okay, I'll just double 6, 8, 12 16ths. Do 24 30 seconds. Let's do it for the 8 cans for $6. So $6, 8 cans. Make sure I have the dollars on top and the cans on the bottom. So $6. Make sure they match up. $3 and $6. And then let me double that. 12 16ths. 24 30 seconds. Oh, look at this. 12 16ths, 24 30 seconds. They're equal to the same price. So now we're looking at 5 cans for $6, 8 cans for $10. I recommend doing a different method for this one because the ratio tables, it's going to be a longer ratio table. It's going to be like multiplying and dividing. It'll work. You can figure it out. A lot of kids did it, and it worked. But I'm going to think about it as taking that $6 and dividing it among the 5 cans. So I can divide $6 divided by 5. Okay, and so if I take that $6, each can gives $1 for $5, and I have $1 left over that I need to divide among the 5 cans. I was working with a smaller group, and we had kind of a hard time thinking, well, $1 divided 1/5 of $1. I tried to help them. 1/4 of $1 is 25. But another way to think about it, instead of $1, I could think of it, put a decimal point here and here, and think about it as 10 cents. 10 cents divided among 5 people is 2, and then I've carried it out. So 5 cans for $6 is $1.20. So now we got to think about $10 divided among 8 cans. I'm going to use a different color so I don't get lost here. So 10 cans. Whoops. I think what I'll do is just. So I have 10 cans. $10, divided by 8 cans. I'm dividing it. So each is $1 per can. Which one's cheaper? We don't know yet. Each one's at least $1, but that's 8. I have, how many dollars do I left over? $2 left over. So if I divide $2 among 8 people, it's easier to think of that as, I could think of the $2 as 20 dimes, and each would get 2 dimes, right? For 16 dimes, and I'd have 4 dimes left over. So if I divide 4 dimes among 8 people, it's easier for me to think of 4 dimes as 40 pennies. They'd get 5 pennies each to get rid of these 40. 5 times 4 is 40. So the answer here, this one is the $10 for 8 cans is $1.25 a can. $6 for 5 cans is a $1.20. So the $1.20, the $6 for 5 cans is the better buy. So let's move on here. Okay, these you just need to add up. So this is pretty simple. It's 1/2. Let me write it over here. 1/2 plus 2 2/3 plus 1 1/4. I need to find a common denominator. That's going to be 12. 2 times 6 is 12. We did this in class, so I'm going to do it kind of quickly. 2 times 6 is 12. So 1 times 6 times 1 is 6. So now I need to go 2 something over 12. 3 times 4 is 12. So 2 times 4 is 8. I'm multiplying this essentially by 1. 3 times 4, 2 times 4. Now, what do I multiply the 4 by to get 12? I multiply that by 3. So I multiply the 1 by 3. This got kind of messy. So it's 17/12 here. 3 and 17/12. So I need to think of this 17/12 is an improper fraction. So let me figure this out in blue here. So I divide 17 by 12. I get 1. What my remainder is my new numerator. And my remainder is 5. Remainder of 5. That's my new numerator. So I add the 1 to the 3 and get 4. And my remainder was 5 and 5/12. 4 and 5/12. Okay. So number 7, 4, and 5/12. You can speed this up or slow it down if you want. All right. So we have 2/5 and 1/4. How much did she run all together? So I just probably need to figure out here 2/5. What's my common denominator? And looking at 1/4. Common denominator is 20. I multiplied the 5 by 4 to get 20. So 2 times 4 is 20. 2 times 4 is 8 20ths. So I multiplied this by 5 to get 20. So this is 5 20ths. Okay. So I kind of learned the hard way that you got to write it neatly. Okay. So 2/5 of the trail is 8 20ths, and 1/4 of the trail is 5 20ths. So how much did she run all together? 13 20ths of the trail. How much did Andrea walk or run farther? Well, she walked 2/5. That's 8 20ths, and she ran 5 20ths. So she walked further. And how much further did she walk? Well, the difference between 8 and 5 is 3 20ths. Okay. Let's keep moving on. I'm kind of plowing through these. David ran a half a mile down the high school track and then walked 1/3 a mile. How far did he go in all? 1/2 and 1/3. We have 6. So 3/6 is a half. If I multiply the 3 by 2, I get 6. So I also have to multiply the 1 by 2, and we know how to do this. So 2 6. 3 6 2 6. So he ran 5 6. 5 6 here is the total. 5 6. So that's almost the whole mile. So he ran, I'd say, less than a whole mile. He didn't run more than a mile. We can cross that off as less than a mile. He didn't run less than half a mile. So this is our answer. How far did he go in all? 5 6. We just added it. So 5 6. And this is our answer here. And let's stick at one more. And no, that's it. All right. Hope that kind of helped then. Good luck. We'll do some review tomorrow before the test, and come with your questions.